removals. But for now, we're going to stick with straight Boros because chat, YouTube, it's deck tech time. I know this looks like a blue card, but it's not because we're playing a Boros Energy featuring Voice of Victory. The new card from Dragonstorm, what it does is it's a 2-mana 1/3. Whenever you attack with it, you create two 1/1 red warrior tokens that are tapped and attacking. They get sacrificed at the end step. However, it has really good synergy with Goblin Bombardment because you can sack the tokens, or Ajani because they make red tokens. Also, your opponent can't cast spells during your turn, so it's got added value for the counterspell matchups. But more importantly, it just synergizes well with things like Guide of Souls and other token generators like Ocelot Pride. So I've got 4 copies of Guide of Souls, 4 copies of Ocelot Pride. You know them, you love them. They've been around for a hot minute now. A couple copies of Static Prison, catch all removal spells, some Gals for Lightning Bolt, Ragavan. 4 copies of Ajani to go with our 3 copies of Goblin Bombardment, 1 Thraben Charm for removal and flexible graveyard hate, 4 copies of Spyro, and 4 Phlage. You can discard the Phlage to Spyro and escape it with Arena of Glory faster. 4 copies of Arid Mesa, a couple copies of Flooded Strand, 2 Marsh Flats, and 4 Windswept Heaths for our fetches, 2 Sacred Foundries for some shocks, 2 Elegant Parlors for some surveils, and a couple copies of Plains and 1 Mountain. For the sideboard, 2 copies of Orim's Chant for the combo decks, a couple copies of Celestial Purge for black and red permanents, namely, it's pretty good in the mirror because it exiles Phlage, also pretty good against Overlord. 3 copies of a new card, Clarion Conqueror. We're not playing Aether Vial this time, so hopefully this card's way better. Activated abilities of artifacts, creatures, and planeswalkers can't be activated. This is only going to hurt us if we have an Ajani out, as far as I know. Everything else still works, and it could really hurt our opponents, depending on what list they're playing. If they're very artifact heavy, well, this is just Stony Silence on a stick. Couple copies of Blood Moon to punish Amulet Titan. 4 copies of Molten Rain for Eldrazi. 1 Wear Tear for artifact enchantment heavy decks, and then 1 Showdown for the mirror or any other grindy matchup. Technically optimal is the best kind of optimal. I've sworn an oath not to keep any more 1-landers today. Mountain Arena of Glory. I guess I'm going to 5. Let's go 5. I want to keep all these. Maybe put back Spyro. I kind of feel like Spyro is how I dig out of this mulligan, so maybe putting back the Spyro is incorrect. Looks like they have Spell Snare. Disrupting Shoal, pitching Stern Scolding. Wait, why didn't they just Stern Scolding? Why are they Disrupting Shoal, pitching Stern Scolding? I've got 32 chests. You think I should crack them for sellables while the value's high? You can wait for Final Fantasy. I personally am waiting for Final Fantasy because I think that set's going to be really hype. But I couldn't fault you for cracking him right now because Ugin's very high value. Yeah, pitching Stern Scolding instead of casting it's next level. I don't get it. Voice O Victory. Oh, they can't get spells on our turn, so that's pretty decent. But if they just like turbo out a Belcher here, we're gonna be in big trouble. So Corey Steel Cutter is 20 bucks. Ugin's like 57 tickets. Elspeth's climbing at 9. Voice of Victory is about 4. Mox Jasper's 3. Chico's like 3. It's the value of the set's falling considerably per day. It went down 25 tickets from yesterday. We're for a Lotus and then kill me next turn. Think we're flashing the otter and crossing our fingers. Actually, can I kill them? So if I'm understanding how this works, I think I could go hit them. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. -1. Alright, let's tag them. And then I have to stack the triggers when I attack, so that way the Voice of Victory triggers before the Guide of Souls. And that can give the Guide of Souls flying. So let's put the Guide of Souls on the stack first, and then the Voice of Victory. Let's make a super Voice of Victory. They have to lose 3 to put an untapped land into play here, so if I can get them at a low enough life total, which I think we will, put them to 2 here, then we should be okay. Must have Tameshi. Alright, we're still dead. It was worth a valiant effort. Clarion's gonna go huge in this matchup, though, I hope. You feel more unsafe against combo with this build. I don't know if the combo matchup changes much between this build and a normal energy build. I think I want the Chants and the Clarions and probably Molten Rain. I don't think I want Blood Moon, though. Maybe they have Warrior, and they don't have Belcher. Yeah, Wear Tear also. Molten Rain's probably okay. I don't think I want Blood Moon, though. It's too easy for them to, like, Lotus and win through Blood Moon, or just cast a Belcher and kill me. Voice of Victory is actually pretty good in the matchup, though. Shuts off all their counter magic. Maybe they just don't have the Belcher yet. Stock up. No, I don't think we got there if they're casting stock up. Yeah. I thought we were for sure dead. Molten Rain. Chant. Clarion. Wear Tear. Alright, 10 cards in. 10 cards out. Static Prison. Probably a Goblin Bombardment. Discharge. Thraben Charm. Couple Spyros. It's either a couple of Spyros or a couple of Phlage. Let's cut 1 Phlage, 1 Spyro. Kind of top end heavy though. Stonks up. Cast stock up and die. It's a true combo. Spike, did you play with Rakshas's Bargain in any of like the frog lists or something that abuses the instant speed? Because that card seems really good. I played it in Sultai Frog the other day. Or it was Sultai Eyeball. I kind of think it should have been Murktide. It seemed pretty good though. Just instant speed stock up, but it sees 1 less card and then bins the other 2. It is kind of mana intensive because you do need like 1 green, 1 black, 1 blue. That could be tough with your counterspell, whatever mana base. Yeah, Conqueror turns off Ajani, which is a little sad, but that's okay. That's the only thing it affects in this list. I feel like it's not better than Brain Surge stock up. I think that the instant speed aspect is huge, but at the same time, it might not be better than Brain Surge. But also getting the added ability of like milling too could be pretty relevant. Maybe it's Brain Surge is better in Murktide, and that's better in Eyeball. Oh, on a Woodlands build. Yeah, really anything that abuses the graveyard. I saw somebody try it in Goryo's, and it looked pretty impressive in Goryo's. Oh, Voice of Victory. I feel like between playing the Voice of Victory and then just playing double Ocelot Pride, Voice of Victory is pretty soft to Spell Snare. I think double Ocelot Pride's better. Play around spells there to the best of our abilities. Or that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna... I could voice and then chant. Yeah, voice chants like the fairy chant. Kinda. Not really. But kinda. Yo, Fall of Gondolin. Thank you for the prime of the 4 months. I appreciate you. Art is sweet. I mean, does pushing lifelink damage really matter that much? I guess I have to fly this anyways. If I even want to push damage at all. It is indeed Blue Belcher. Should I chant them, chat? What do we think? I don't hate the idea of chanting them. It gives me so much tempo. Yeah, but if I let them play Belcher and then I play Conqueror, they could have like into the Flood Mob, bounce the Clarion, and then kill me with 4th land. I think like chanting them prevents any chance of me dying to that. We're gonna go for the chant. Alright, scoop into the chant. I would say maybe they cast like Word in response and go get a Lotus. At which point I'm in this kind of the same spot, but then the Clarion shuts off the Lotus. Not playing Legacy today, huh? I think we lead on the Ragster. Then we go turn 2 Goddess Souls Ajani and be more mana efficient here if this does get to connect. Spoilers, it's not connecting. Lava Dart. We got a Prowess game out on our hands. I'm gonna Surveil here. Do you think the Dragon's better than Stony Silence that kind of matchup? I do like that the Dragon at least clocks them. I think that's got to be worth something. Putting pressure on them is pretty nice, although it is more expensive, so... And it's easier for them to remove. It's tough to say. Maybe they have Mutagenic. Or Ragavan. Dying to removal. I probably should have played Fetch. I think you're right about that. Saved myself quite a bit of life. Go Ragster. Then we'll go Ajani as well. Might die to the Slick Shot show off, though. I'm at 20. They have 3 cards in hand. Lava Dart. It's kind of unlikely I die to the Slick Shot show off. Could happen, I suppose. Yeah, I could have escaped it this turn if I played Fetch in the last turn and then Fetch this turn. Okay, it's happening. 100 to 0 by Slick Shot show off. They'd be like Double Strike, Monstrous Rage. Iteration. Lava Dart. Lava. Dart the cat, maybe? Dart's me. 7. I don't know how many free spells they have in their hand, but they have 2 more Lava Darts that they can flashback. I don't think I'm flipping this to Ajani if they kill the cat. I think I want to block the Swift Spear so I don't die. They can flashback both Lava Darts and then kill Ajani. I think what they should have done was Lava Dart Ajani, flashback Lava Dart, target Ajani, then target the cat. I'm not flipping my Ajani. This Ajani's made for chumping. Yeah, I think I would have died if they had gone Lava Dart, target Ajani, Lava Dart, target Ajani, then Lava Dart, target Cat. Instead, I'm alive, I think. Is Escape, Phlage plus Dash Ragavan exactly lethal? Because the Phlage is 3, puts him to 7. And this is 5 plus 2. I guess they can Lava Dart the Ragavan, right? I guess because they can Lava Dart the Ragavan. Take a watch out, there's a Lava Dart. I guess I gotta kill the Slick Shot. I almost forgot about the Lava Dart. Alright, change of plans. Take out Dodo, there's a fucking Lava Dart. You're gonna get smoked. How many blockers do I want to leave back? Or do I just keep pressuring them? I think Phlage is probably a good enough blocker. Maybe I could leave back Goddess Souls. Let's leave back Goddess Souls. That way I don't die to another Slick Shot show off. They didn't spend the Lava Dart. I was trying to get them to spend the Lava Dart. I shouldn't have shocked myself here. I should be at 10 right now. I should have just Phlage and then cast Ragavan was probably the move. Prowess is a good deck though. Maybe not in a Phlage meta, but I think Prowess is a pretty powerful deck in general. It didn't matter, but I definitely shouldn't have shocked myself there after I remembered that there was a Lava Dart. Celestial Purge in. Chant's actually not that bad because I can kick the Chant and stop them from attacking. It's like wait for them to like cast a bunch of spells and then kick a Chant, maybe. I guess if they're smart, they like attack first and then do it. But it might catch them off guard. Either way, I think Ragavan's pretty poor, so I'm just gonna board out of the Ragavans. Ragavan and Ocelot Pride are pretty poor. I don't want to keep a Chant, Spyro, nothing else hand though. That's just not good enough. DRC. Bye, DRC. Dies to removal, gets boarded out. Remember when we wanted that card banned? How long did we ask for Ragavan bans? I'm gonna tap out of removal here. Might be risky. Could have also played Goblin Bombardment and passed. See if I die to Slick Shot show off. Could have also played like Goddess Souls pass or Ocelot Pride pass and then hold up Gal for this, but then I get blown out by a mutagenic plus something else because I would go up to 4, 5, 6 energy or 5 energy. Should we have the land? Swifty land go. Well, that's probably a really good sign for me. Opponent was counting and then they stopped counting. Go, go, cat, go, go. Yeah, playing prowess into an energy ridden format seems tough. I think the deck's good if you just play against like Mono Eldrazi though. They're bolting that Ocelot Pride. I'll fling it at the Slick Shot show off. -1 prowess player. I think Cutter's strong, but at the same time, Cutter probably better off in a Mox Opal Tameo Emery list. We're mostly just trying out Clarion, but the idea is that Clarion might be better than Stony Silence because Clarion's a body. But it could be worse than Stony Silence because it is a body. And these decks already want removal against you. That was mostly just for science. In the name of science. It's got lands and spells. Hard to be mad at this hand. Frog. Have you tried Voice and Amulet? You know how to play Amulet Belfie. If they've been to Counterspell. Valid. Have you tried Voice and Lantern? You know I don't play Lantern. No, my cat. I don't get to Seasoned Pyro anymore. Time to get mobile, though. Rip cat. Have you tried Voice and Boros Energy? You know I don't play Boros Energy. No, my voice. Merkin Titan. Oh, scheisse. It's only 5/5 though. Save me, Phlage. I'm gonna push my emergency Phlage button. Break glass in case of Murktide. Phlage glass in case of Murktide. Blood Moon. Celestial Purge. Showdown for the grindy matchup. I think I dropped. Okay, Phlage is like such a double-edged sword. So Phlage is really good if you get to escape it. Really bad against Frog. Really bad against Murktide as well. Let's trim one. It's also probably gonna get Surgical if they bring in Surgical. I think I could probably trim like either all the Ragavans because they have Bowmaster, or I could trim like 2 Discharge to Ragavan because Discharge is also not that good against Frog. It is better against Frog than something like Lightning Bolt or Phlage even. Let's trim the Ragavans. Yeah, on the play we'll probably make the swap and bring the Ragavans back in exchange for some Discharge. If this goes to a game 3. Orim's Chant's good if you want to stop them from casting spells or attacking. True. That is what the card does. And maybe proactive Orim's Chant's actually not too bad. Nah, that can't be right. Maybe if we were combo deck. Defend your basic choice. I was too lazy to change them. No defense to be had. You can take me to small claims for these basics. Yeah, I'm just a reflection of my lands. Low effort. What are you gonna do? Spell snare me? Valid. I can't do that slide because the piss basic lands trigger me. I can't do it. I can't play with them. I think they're so uggo. Tomato. Frog. I kind of want to static prison the Tameo and then discharge the frog because they can't discard enough cards to save it. I think this is less threatening for them to get back once static prison dies as opposed to this. This might be way too cute. But we're going to be adorable here. Watch them at force negation. I just get max punished. Don't want that. They got you with break the ice after you played snow basics. Never play snow basics. It's not worth it. I would like to cast hit Lord of the Rings card the One Ring. My hit Lord of the Rings card the One Ring. Brand new deck, never before seen. Boros Energy rises to the top. They call it the cream of the crop. Well, it's got a soul's time. You best believe it's Halo Tractor. Yeah, 4 mana draw for bottom text. I don't think I need a second arena. Counterspell. Sedge. I guess they want their Tameo back. This is Guilty Gear, right? It's either Guilty Gear or Dragon Ball. I can't tell which, but I know it's from a fighting game. That's Xenoblade? Oh my god, it sounds like Dragon Ball. That's actually crazy. I'm gonna give them back their Tameo. I'll leave the Voice of Victory on top. I can actually haste this Voice of Victory. Yeah, it sounds like generic anime hype music. It really does. Hmm. I think I show them Counterspell versus 3 face downs. They probably just snap off Counterspell. I do think Voice is really good. I'll have to take the other 3. I don't care about Frog, and I don't really care about Land or Bowmaster. So we get to stack it like this, mobilize. The mobilize happens. We got all these triggers. Now we get to fly this boy. And kill the Tameo. Put a +1/+1 counter on Goddess Souls or whatever. Now they're just dead. Wait, is this guy not flying? Oh, his guy isn't flying. I thought his guy was flying. I thought this guy had flying. Alright, they're not dead. I saw the 2+1/+1 counters on it. I was like, yeah, that flies. Yeah, that tracks. Alright, well, they're not dead. Alright, we won anyways. Yeah, that was the biggest grounded guide I've ever seen. Oh, another voice of victory. We're 3-0-6-0 so far. Yeah, Black Wings is actually the best deck in Edison. Or one of the best decks. There's quite a few best decks in Edison or top contender. Yeah, voice actually mattered. It's been really good. Yeah, modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Very cooked. Very, very cooked. Every deck's Amulet Titan. 2010 Yu-Gi-Oh! So sweet. So awesome. It's like pretty much the legacy of Yu-Gi-Oh! Or modern of Yu-Gi-Oh! Whatever you want to call it. The pre-modern of Yu-Gi-Oh! Pre-modern is probably the best way of putting it. Goes better. That's fair. I can't argue that. Just the Edison formats when I have the most nostalgia, because that's when I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh! The most. Boy. Shrimp Boy. Or blocking with Dryad Arbor. Blocking with Dryad Arbor is not what I expected. Alright, blocks with Dryad Arbor, tries not to scoop, scoops a lot. What's Celestial Purge? It's probably, I don't even know, Samwise? Most likely. Based off of what we saw. Maybe we take these two. Oh yeah, the dragon's pretty good, huh? Trap, Static Prison, Ragavan, and maybe a Spyro. Honestly, Celestial Purge might be bad. Go down to one Celestial Purge, because I do have Grist. It does kill Viscerus here. It does exile the cat if they don't have the sacrifice outlet. But Celestial Purge is kind of situational, because it does kill Sammy Whammy. Clarion Nonbo hasn't come up in this list, but I was playing it in black-white with Aether Vial, and that was really clunky. Because you can't activate Emperor Bones, you can't activate Aether Vial. It was too clunky. Also not great with Relic and the Ketramos build either. This insane. Is Cleansing Wildfire a consideration over Molten Rain to be faster against all draws? You could try it. I don't think the 2 versus 3 is a huge difference, especially if you're playing 4 Ragavans. Yeah, I was playing it black-white, discovered it's pretty good against black-white. Blew my mind. I was like, holy crap, this card's insane. Against me. Not for me. Sun Cleansers for the mirror. I feel like you want to pack something that's like good against Voice of Victory also, because I feel like Voice of Victory is going to become a staple. Yeah, I don't think we're at that point yet. It's only week 1. I think Energy is a very good week 1 deck, just because it's aggressive, it's linear, it's like pretty strong in general. And I think Energy is going to be like at the top, as most aggro decks are week 1 or mid-range aggro, whatever, established decks. And then as people brew with the new set and get more comfortable, I think it's going to fall in the tiers a little bit. All right, which 2-drop do we want to deploy? Many options. I'm not sure there's a right answer. I'm not sure there's a wrong answer. I think it's voice. Voice and a bomba seems really good. It's either voice and a bomba or bomba into Ajani. There's a chance I die here if they find sacrifice outlet. Could be good. Alright, we died. I think even if I played Goblin Bombardment, I still died. Because I could ping the Viscera Seer, but then I could sack the other food to get the cat back, and then I die anyways. So I don't think there was an out there. Like, Birthday Ritual just kind of hosts me. Maybe bring a Wear Tear. That seems kind of narrow, though. I don't know if I want that. Maybe I side out the Blood Moon in a Wear Tear. It's very narrow, though. It's just for Birthing Ritual. I guess I can kill a food. How relevant is it to kill a food? Probably not very. Wait, what's going on in Denver? Is it limited for the SCG Spotlight? I don't think they play Cauldron. Do they? It's limited. Yeah. They play Cauldron Familiar. If you want to count that as a Cauldron. Following Reed Duke and LSV, just like the good old days. Yeah, GP Reed Duke, where he was playing like Legacy Grixis, was one of my favorite GPs to watch. Yeah, they were like, what a resounding success. Let's never do that again. Do we ever figure out why they stopped doing that? Because I feel like the reception for it was so good. The match he lost was painful to watch. Was it so bad that they were like, all right, never again? I don't think I watched the entirety of the GP. I think I only watched a few rounds. I think I watched most of the later rounds. Oh, rally your back, Sammy Whammy. Almost as bad as watching me lose the RC. Oh, Shisa. Are they dead? Yeah. Alrighty, prediction time. Anyways, welcome y'all. We're playing for the trophy with Voice of Victory Boros. It's a keeper. I see lands, I see spells, it's a keeper. I think after this chat, we're going to play some Ugin turns. And then after Ugin turns, we're going to play some standard. Voice has been really good. Really, really good. Fatale? Guide. Pride. Yeah, what do you think Bad Luck Bandit means? There's so much blue-black frog going around right now. Yeah, I played against Samwise last round. Oh, did I play it? No, I haven't played it. I played against it, but I haven't played Samwise yet in a minute. I played it in the past before it added like Yogg and whatnot, but recently I haven't played it. Rip Spyro. The Spyro found me another Spyro. They're multiplying. Let's put it on the cat to diversify our threats. It's just like stock up. When the stock up finds another stock up. That voice is crazy, Jeremy. Hasting the voice with Goblin Bombardment out? Nutty. Yeah, we're gonna play the blue Ugin taking turns list after we trophy here, ideally. Or if we don't trophy, well, I'm still gonna play it. My Spyro! How do I feel about sending the team? I don't hate sending the team here. Let me surveil. Oh yeah, we send the team. Get him, boys. Get him, squad. I love when my land surveils a Phlage into the graveyard. I mean, I think they have to block the 3/3 flyer, probably. It's either that or they block the Guide of Souls. No shot they're blocking the Spyro, probably. Alright, they block the Guide of Souls. Reasonable. Means I don't have to kill the Murktide with the Galv. Too smart, too smart. There's about a tournament tomorrow. What deck would you go with? Well, this one seems to be performing pretty well, so maybe this one. Honestly, I haven't found like a modern deck that I super jive with in the current meta. Like Storm feels inconsistent. Black White feels really slow into the new Eldrazi. Maybe the Jeskai Steel Cutter list I've been kind of digging. I didn't play it through a league yet, but that list was good during pre-release. Harbinger. Yeah, Storm can't beat blue-black very easily at all. I don't like big mana decks. They're not my playstyle. Like, Ugin is probably a very good deck. Whatever Ugin shell ends up rising to the top will be a very good deck. It's not my personal playstyle. I don't like big mana. I prefer mid-range decks and combo decks that can't be mid-range decks. Showdown, Blood Moon, Celestial Purge is probably fun. I've come to realize something very important about myself is if I play a deck that is a mid-range combo deck or a creature combo deck like Yawgmoth, I will play it like a mid-range deck and not like a combo deck, and then I will lose a lot of games because I do not look at the combo aspect. But if I play a dedicated combo deck, well, that only does one thing, so I can figure that out pretty easily. But knowing when to pivot between being a mid-range deck and being a combo deck is like one of the hardest things of all time. Let's drop a Phlage and then probably Ragavan. I think that's how I boarded last time. A lot of Gelvs. Yeah, I played the Jeskai Ascendancy deck. I thought it was hot. Garbo. I don't think you can expect your 3-mana enchantment to live in Modern. I say with a 3-mana enchantment in my hand. Yeah, but this one prevents your opponent from casting spells, so that's different. Trust me, it's different. There's also a timeline where maybe I was just supposed to not play Ocelot Pride, wait for them to play Frog, and then Galv, untap Galv, but I guess I could just get the untap Galv. Dismember. My cat. Pass the turn. Did they throw on Shadow? Nah, they're playing the Grixis Murktide list. Always a great sign when they snap off a discharge. I'm gonna go fetch basic Mountaineer. Play around Harbinger a little bit. I mean, if they have Force Negation, I get kind of cooked. Well, alright. That worked out. Murky item. Yeah, this deck seems a little bit better than Dog Moth. Sadly. I love you, dog. Did we do it? Did we lock him out of the game with my 3-mana enchantment that I expected not to live? Dismembers the cat. Attacks me with the Murky item. Lightning Helix, you. We did it. We are the greatest. Playing the new deck that just came out that nobody's ever heard of or seen before, Boros Energy. I'm gonna patent it. Nobody else can play this without paying me $5 or using their Twitch Primes. Congrats, believers. Huge win for the new brew. Revolutionary, really. Yeah, that was a kind of a cakewalk of a league. But hey, energy's still good.
Have you
Bing
peaked?
bong, bing bong, bing bing bong.
Have you peaked?
You're a third-rate duelist.
I can't take it anymore.